Understanding decibels. Let's take 2 minutes to get a better understanding of decibels. So, decibels are used as a measurement of sound pressure level. It's not a linear progression. There's a logarithmic scale to how decibels work. We utilize decibels for our audible notification appliances as well as to determine spacing of our audible notification appliances. To do this, we use something called the 6 dB rule. What the 6 dB rule states, every time you double the distance away from the audible appliances, you will lose 6 dB. Now, we do use this to calculate the coverage area of all audible appliances when we are looking at the design of a fire alarm system. Something that we are trying to achieve with the 6 dB rule is to provide at minimum 15 dB above the average ambient sound level as we are spacing the appliances apart. Now, again, every time I double the distance away from the appliance, I'm going to lose 6 dB. So if my appliance is producing 78 dB at 10 feet and I double it up to 20, I'm going to lose 6. My appliance will now at 20 feet be producing 72 dB. If I were to double that again up to 40 feet, I lose 6 and the appliance will be producing at 40 feet 66 dB out in front. And so this is what we do to provide that 15 dB above. This is how we figure out in the design aspect how to space the audible appliances away from each other. Another rule that we utilize is the 3 dB rule, which is similar to the 6 dB rule. Every time you double the power to a speaker, you're going to gain 3 dB. We use the 3 dB rule just for speakers. We use it to calculate the speaker's sound level and output. Once we have that dialed in, we use the 6 dB rule to establish the spacing from one speaker to the next. So again, looking at our speaker, let's say that we initially at 1/4 of a watt are producing 85 dB. If I were to double that up to 2 or 1/2 a watt, I would be producing 88 dB, a gain of 3. If I were to go from 1/2 to 1, I would be producing 91 dB, and from 1 watt to 2, 94